Artists, today we are going to be painting in our blue dog inspired by the artist George Rodriguez. Now, you are going to need to grab a few things from the drive-thru and around the room. So I'm going to bring your dog to, and if you are not done Sharpieing, that's your first step. At the drive-thru, you're going to need to grab a messy mat and your Sharpie because we are going to be doing a little painting today. You are going to be using the temper cakes to paint in your dog, and we learned that Mr. Rodriguez uses something called a monochromatic color scheme. Monochromatic means one color. Now, Mr. Rodriguez's dog are usually blue, but if you would like to paint your dog a different color, you may. I think I'm going to paint this dog orange. So my brush dips in the cup. If it drips, I wipe it on the lip and swipe in the paint. The wet brush in the dry paint activates the paint so that it will paint on my paper. This paint is called tempera. So I am going to be using my ballerina brush. She dances on her tippiest of toes, and I'm painting in my dog, all with one color. If my brush gets a little bit dry, like it needs more paint, it's thirsty, I can either dip it in my cup, wipe it on the lip, and grab some more paint. But I noticed that the paint is still pretty wet from when I first dipped. So it's got quite a bit more juice for me to use. All right, I'm really carefully trying to use the best craftsmanship that I can to paint in my dog. Artists, a lot of times I'll see my students and they will drum their paintbrush on the lip of their cup like this. When that happens, water tends to spray across the table onto our neighbor or on our neighbor's artwork. So it's really important that if it drips, I wipe it on the lip, not like a drumstick. That way I keep my neighbor's art clean and I don't wreck my artwork too with accidental splatter. All right, my dog is painted in. I think I might make the nose red and the tongue red, kind of pink. I have the background to think about. So I could paint a scene for my dog to be in. Maybe he is outside behind his doghouse. Maybe he is on a vacation at the beach. Maybe I just want to add some patterns. That's up to you. Whatever you would like in the background. I think I'm going to be using some wavy lines and paint in a wavy line pattern using the cool colors. The cool watercolors are purple, blue, and green, but you could do whatever you would like. When you have painted in your dog and the background, you can carry it flat like a lunch tray to the drying rack and go as low as you can go. When we are carrying things to the drying rack with our messy mat, I need to carry it so that my thumbs are on top and my painting is nice and flat. If I tip back and forth, my painting could fall and get wrecked. When I go to the drying rack, I go as low as I can go, all the way down to the bottom first. I can't wait to see these awesome dogs.